Hi, today I'll be making a few upgrades to the Kershaw Blur and transforming it into the ultimate zombie knife suitable for dispatching any undead threat. First, I'm going to remove and replace the factory inserts and replace them with some that I got from a guy in Russia. Next, I'll be adding a backspacer that actually glows in the dark. Then, I'll add a deep carry pocket clip. Topping it off, I'll upgrade the blade to M4 steel and have a professional knifesmith add serrations. Let's get started. Let's see what Amazon brought us today. A little unboxing video here. It's another Glassbreaker Blur. Now, why this model? The serrations on the blade make cutting any ropes or cords a breeze. The carbide glassbreaker tip can allow you to accurately shatter glass, which is useful in a rescue or escape situation. Or just for fun. Now, the first step in disassembling the Blur is to, with the blade open, carefully take a T6 torque tool and remove the 3 screws along the spine. Alright, next I'm going to get these scales nice and cleaned up and degreased, and then hit them with a heat gun so I can remove this factory track insert, this track tech insert, and replace them with my cool aftermarket inserts. So, turns out if you go a little wild with the heat gun and heat it too much, the track tech will just separate from the adhesive and leave a sticky residue behind. So you'd have to take a little acetone and clean that up. Alright, as per Gorilla Glue's instructions, I will now clamp these together for around 24 hours and let them set up. Okay, it's been 24 hours or so since I clamped these together. Let's open this up and see what we have. Little spill over there that's spreading, but I can clean that up. And that looks pretty good. Time to reassemble the knife. Alright, it's been a few days, and look what I've gotten in the mail. Perfectly serrated sharpened blade from Tom Veff of Veff Serrations. I had him put his patented serrations that will appear on all the CRKT knives, and I wanted them on my Blur. So he's a really nice guy. Give him some business. What's cool is he actually sends you a band-aid with his info stamped on it instead of a business card, proving everything he makes is sharp, and it really is. So next step in the process, I'm going to take this blade out and attach it to these scales. Now, before reassembling, I'm going to put the new backspacer in. Just line it up with the holes, put it down, and try and line up this spring here with this tiny hole here. Alright, So the backspacer did give me a bit of a problem. It wasn't quite drilled all the way through, so I had to take a 7/32 drill, clean it up a bit so that the standoffs for the screws would fit. All together now, lined up nicely, and ready to add the deep carry pocket clip. With a deep carry clip, because when this is riding in your pocket, it rides a bit high, and also because I have the glass breaker model, the glass breaker carbide tip tends to scrape your fingers or injure you if you're just walking around with it. Also, before I attach these, I'm going to add the tiniest bit of blue Loctite to make sure I don't lose these screws. These VEF serrations are amazing, a huge improvement over the factory. I mean, just check that out. With the deep carry pocket clip attached, the knife will ride a full inch lower in your pocket. Here's a standard clip for comparison. Now with the deep clip attached, it needs just one more thing. A paracord lanyard. Every knife lanyard needs a bead at the end, and as a tribute to my favorite heavy metal band, Iron Maiden, I want to make my own Eddie bead. I couldn't find any, so I'm going to take these stud earrings, cut them off, attach them to one of these standard beads, use my trusty drill and some JB Weld, and make my own. Now with a little 100 grit sandpaper, I'm going to rough up the back so that the mating surfaces have something to stick to. Okay, so Eddie is nice and set up, and I'm going to clamp his heads together and leave him for 4 to 6 hours. Alright, it's the next day and let's check out how Eddie looks. Fantastic. Now, I've measured out 3 feet of paracord and I'm going to nip it off and then seal the end to begin my lanyard. So for my lanyard, I did 10 snake knots attached to Eddie here, and then finished it up with a diamond knot. Okay, for comparison's sake, here is my everyday carry, my original Kershaw glass breaker blur, and here is my new and improved Ultimate Zombie blur. Upgraded from the regular steel to M4 steel, had VEF serrations put in, had these cool zombie green inserts, and I have Eddie on the end of my lanyard. So it should protect me from any potential zombie apocalypse that should arise. Until next time, happy Halloween and stay safe.